best 2 combo, I say.
Really?
Yeah, just because Spectre is naturally really tanky, but it has the disadvantage of the farming speed. But with Magnus, you can farm same as a Battlefield carry.
It's very true.
And especially like I really like how like Oracle and Spectres are laning together. Just because like once the Spectre learns dispersion, and if Oracle heals, you get less damage from Oracle, but you still heal same amount. So like those factors, like he really March really thinks about those synergies.
Jackie
That was close.
feeling the wind on the backside there, the arrow barely missing, and had that landed, that would have been a very early first blood from TNC, but it does not. So they will back off, back to set up for those bottom bounty runes, and of course Motivate.Trust will be fine to get the top, I'm sure. And overall in drafts, by the way, QO. I mean, you talked about the Magnus spec, you seem to be a big fan, but Motivate.Trust's their drafts. How's it looking to you? Like, does it make you feel confident in this Radiant side?
Only if Fearless gets what he wants. If he managed to lane well and then get a lot of last hits and like be really scary factor with early Orchid, I think he will go Orchid first item instead of Kaya or anything. I think just because Orchid got a lot cheaper.
That is true. So you reckon the game is basically just based on how Fearless does?
I feel like.
Okay. Mel's got his hands full here with Fearless on the Storm. Of course, Mag vs Storm seems like a fairly even matchup. You might argue the Mag might even have a slight advantage just for the because he does have that power inbuilt.
I don't know. I've been playing a lot of like against like Abed Storm, and whenever you're playing melee hero, it's extremely difficult to play against Storm just because he can right click you, but in the same time he can just use Remnant whenever the melee mid heroes just comes near you. So you do a lot of damage. Otherwise, you just have to give it up to CS.
It's fair. Think Tim's ever get sick of playing Mirana?
I don't know.
No? He just, yeah. Just
Tim's isn't my boy here.
Sorry?
Tim's not one of my boy.
Not one of your boys?
Not one of my boy.
Why not?
Maybe he can soon.
Alright,
like,
well...
March and KP is...
We'll
love these two.
We'll open the applications up to Tim's and see if he can join the group of the cool kids then.
Nah, I might not be eligible.
Oh.
It's not him. It's me.
Bot lane, there's going to be a lot of damage out onto Tim's. Mirana needs to make a run. Of course, still level 1. Can't leap away, and Jackie wants to chase. Tim's 2 more hits. 1 more hit would do it. Boombill, could he find a swashbuckle? No, it's 5 seconds away, but he's going to chase for this first blood.
I think he got it. He didn't...
I was going to say, if he misses that, I'd be very, very surprised. He does get the first blood, Boombill. Very nice kill for him onto Tim's. That's a good way for Motivate.Trust to get started.
Yeah, I felt like he was gonna eat Tango before he run.
Of course, top lane. See Masaros up there on the LC. He'll be up against Gabby and March. Gabby might have a few difficulties up against this LC later on, but for now he seems to be just fine.
Just in the laning right now, if you can see the CS, like LC Masaros have 7-4. Meanwhile, Spectre has 3-0. I think that's a big amount as well.
You were complimenting Masaros quite a lot before about his positioning, especially in the laning phase and the team fights. He just knows exactly where to be at the right time.
His laning seems like pretty solid, like throughout whole tournament. I haven't actually seen like him getting sold out a lot. And it's not like they're giving him...
Fearless gets Armel in the mid lane. Just solo. Armel goes down.
That was what I was expecting. Just level 3 pull. If you're not be aware, like at level 3 with the Storm, you can just die.
It's a first kill, or first death by Armel, but a great pick up there from Fearless. Look at Tim's again, copping so much harassment out from this support Pangolier. Boombill doing a great job already, creating space for Jackie at the spot lane.
This is ridiculous. We have to see how like the last hit differences with LC and Spectre here.
4 to 6. I mean, that is insane. 16 to
I
4.
don't even know how this can happen, actually.
It's Masaros. It's looking really good. We'll see if he can keep this up. Because Armel, he'll make his way back into the mid lane up against Fearless. Try to survive this time around up against the Storm Spirit. This does seem like one of these laning matchups as well. Fearless actually falling quite low. He does eat a Fairy Fire up, but Armel's taking way too much damage again. Fearless might get this kill, and he does! Oh, that is pretty bad news for TNC.
Oh, Armel committed like full amount, and it wasn't even close to death.
Oh boy. And of course, just deny yourself off. Come back to the lane with full HP, full mana. If you're the Storm Spirit, it's looking like it's going to be a very, very good game. And he's top of the last hit board as well, QO. It's not like he's not farming. He's getting kills and farming at the same time. TNC, they've just got to find a way to even out these lanes a little bit. Like, Gabby's still at 7 last hits on the Spectre in comparison to the 22 of Masaros. You look at Jackie, he's at 20 last hits on the Faceless Void.
This is like the first game that I see that early game last hits like having like very favored to one side.
Tims, can expect him to try and make some rotations sooner rather than later and get a nice courier snipe for himself.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
She's going for the max arrow on this Mirana. Boonbell. It's a swashbuckle. Arrow's still available, but he's just too close. Just leap away. I'm curious as well, QO. Do you think KP goes for the Midas build up on this? In fact, never mind that for a second. Cabby, very, very low, does walk away, but the Ogre. Do you go Midas Rush?
I think he should still go. He's not having that bad name. And yeah, I think he needs Midas.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Stupendous!
And even with the rune wise, they're getting full control. 3 for 1.
It's a problem. Already a 1k advantage here for Motivate.Trust. Bot lane there appears to be a gank attempt. Fearless is around, but we do have a pause. They are making the jump. Fearless, he's going onto KP. Now this Ogre kill might be a little bit challenging. It's a bit tanky here.
Will he get it? They used everything, so probably not. They won't be able to get him.
KP should be fine. But Motivate.Trust guys sound very, very confident at the moment with all the voice line spam, and well, they're going to continue onto KP, but he'll be alright. Fearless be forced to just back off. Just fine. Back to the mid lane. Armel probably enjoying the breathing room he had for about 30 seconds, but Fearless is back to it.
I feel like Tim's just gonna lay mid now, and Armor start to go jungle.
I mean, he's one full level behind the Storm, so it's
I'll stack first, yep.
Power runes are gonna spawn up. Boonbell gonna try and contest this bot power rune. Armel does get a nice regen for himself. Definitely don't want to give that one away to the Storm. Tims, great arrow. Boonbell, just make his way out. They don't seem to be really prioritizing helping out Gabby here at this top lane, I've got to say. Gabby is still struggling a hell of a lot. You see Masaros just running at him, not giving a crap about Gabby, and he just can't do anything about it.
Yeah, and Gabby, not just CS, I think he's delivering a lot of regen as well, so he might not have like enough gold to snowball too much.
Again, they just dive the tier 1 tower. Masaros now going after March. Q will also be there.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Masaros into the tree line after Gabby.
He really doesn't care. I want to whack him. Like, Oracle's nothing.
March tries to heal him up a little bit. Gabby's still suffering a lot. Meanwhile, KP apparently kills off Boonbell. Gabby will be alright. No, never mind, he will not. Fearless will jump in and gets a very, very easy pick off. March can't really trade. as an Oracle, that is. It's just no help, no rotations from TNC.
At least they'll keep pressuring Jackie. He seems to be rushing on Midas, which is a bit greedy choice against Ogre. And he's not like bursting against the dot damage hero, like damage of the time heroes. He won't be able to time walk it out.
Right. What item build do you think you would have preferred for him to go on the Void if it hadn't been a Midas?
I was more expecting that Power Tres, and today's God King's build was pretty stable, stable as well. Like that, you get Mask of Madness and go jungle for quite a bit until some items.
We'll see Q take over the mid lane on the Wyvern. Top lane, looks like there's a lot of heroes starting to group up.
And there's
one tower.
Stacks.
Jackie has the Chrono. Fearless also going to be there. March is the only man around to try and defend this tier 1, but he could be very easy pickings for MG.Trust. They are rushing him now. Jackie obviously doesn't want to commit the Chrono and doesn't need to. They'll get the duel off thanks to Fearless. It's another easy kill. Another duel victory for Masaros. Rather, his first duel victory. There should be a T1 tower going down very soon.
Dire's top tower is
Can they trade?
Looks challenging to try and make that trade. Armel's here.
Armel's here. Yeah, able to.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So TNC will get a trade. Q gonna show
Dire's
himself on the
top tower
Wyvern.
has fallen.
There's not really much he can do to delay this. Splinter Blast. They are TPing more in. Masaros. Make his presence be known. Armel be able to scooter away in time. KP still trying to run. Masaros gets stunned up by the Fire Blast. But they do successfully defend that bottom tier 1 tower. It seems like that's all they wanted. I mean, that's just a very nice trade for MG.Trust, right? You got a tier 1 top, you protect your bot tier 1. Can't ask for much more.
Yep. Spectre needs to get buff as soon as possible. We need, I mean, the TNC needs to get the Spectre back on the point. At this rate, I feel like the Oracle is not gonna use any contribution into the team fight because he needs Spectre to be walk front.
Jackie inching ever so close to that Midas now. So I do wonder what kind of build this Spectre goes for, but Tims gets a nice arrow off onto Boombell. He does have a haste rune. Tims still on the chase, but won't be able to keep up. Boombell will be fine to run out. Bit unfortunate the Spectral Dagger did not connect on the Pango.
I think even if it connected, I think he wouldn't have died just because he had the raindrops plus 5 magic 1 charge. But it's always nice to hit spells.
It definitely is. Item build for Gabby this game on the Spectre, what do you reckon?
Well, I'm sure he's gonna go drums. Yep, just for the mana related issues and Manta style. Drum Manta style is very casual these days. And maybe Diffusal after.
So Gabby just gonna be working towards the later stages of the game on this Spectre. The ridiculous thing about this hero right now is you just get to a certain point of the game and you just don't die anymore.
This is one of the really smart moves from Fearless too. As I said in the early phase, I was expecting him to get Orchid first, but now he seems to be getting a Bloodstone first, which is a lot better sustain in the team fight, and they don't need extra damage. They're already winning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jump in. Armel, not expecting this one. Rolling Thunder follow-up is going to be out, and now a duel. It's just perfectly played by Motivate.Trust. And at least he got his Echo Saber before he died, but it's just such a struggle.
Dire's middle
With
tower
how
is under
good
attack.
that mid lane went for Fearless, he could just keep
Radiant's
doing
top
that.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think so too.
Shot. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now Tim's is a bit awkward situation. He probably is expecting
Dire's
a
middle
lot better
tower is
situation,
under
but
attack.
level-wise, net worth-wise, it's lower than what he's probably thinking right now.
he can't really make many plays in the Mirana because
Yeah.
nobody else can really back him up. Just going to take over that triangle. The rest of TNC heading up towards that top lane. They might try to make a play onto Jackie. Not going to be a very easy kill, however. Jackie will be just fine to get back towards his side of the map. Armel does have the RP, but just wants to farm some creeps right now. It's not really too interested in committing the RP.
Dire's
Trust.
bottom tower
With
is
the
under
lead they
attack.
have, they can just start pushing down the bot T1 tower.
They're like actually full committing,
Dire's
except for
structures
Jackie,
are
to get
fortified.
bottom tier 1 tower.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Eventually, yeah, they had to just pull out. So I was wondering what was this meaning for. Maybe Storm could just be farming, like neutral, like jungle camp, instead of coming up over there. But it looks like they're just committing.
Dire's
TNC.
bottom tower is under
See
attack.
Jackie for a second. He'll be alright. They are still just committed to this T1 bottom tower. Mel's going to try and pressure the mid tower. Maybe not even.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Just seems to be a bit of limited confidence here for TNC.
Dire's bottom tower
Just
is
gotta
under attack.
try and get some more farm up here. It is still problematic though, and I realize the bottom T1 tower isn't really worth too much, but losing all these towers and giving away this much map control to Trust work against them. TNC can have a smoke out from Trust coming right at them. Moonlight Shadow out from Tim's. Might have just saved the day. Instead, they're going to run mid. Do spot out KB, bloodlusting that T1 tower. Fearless, going to show himself now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Fearless, going to jump in. KB, he will be targeted. Arrow will fly out. Masteros does cop it. Rolling Thunder is also there from Boombill. Now the Winter's Curse is coming out. He's going to be onto the Oracle. March does go down straight away. Armel committing the RP on the Void, but Jackie is not dying. Now the skewer back in the Fire Blast. Jackie does go down before he can time walk away. The Cold Embrace out from Boombill. Not going to help too much. He'll swashbuckle and actually get Armel before he does go down, so never mind. Does work out. Masteros will continue running. Gabby committed to the chase. Tim's arrow won't land. With the drums popped, Mazeros just gets out of there.
It looks so good. We're like Motivate.Trust, like to open the angle. Then it all started from the Legion Commander to get arrowed. But even then, like they forced like Armor's RP, and then they March got deleted by Winter Curse. And Void didn't die in that time. How did it go this way?
Who knows?
Anyways, it was really good defense from TNC.
I agree. Still Motivate.Trust. Not going to be dissuaded from this mid T1 push. Jackie and Fearless back at it. This is actually the final T1 for TNC. Can they hold on? Fearless going to zip right in onto that Ogre. KB just going to back out. Armel looking to go back in, but he doesn't really have the RP yet. Boombill. Rolling Thunder will end, but he is within safety. They've already gotten what they came for in that T1 tower. There's no real reason for them to stick around. Motivate.Trust just going to comfortably walk back. No punishment from TNC.
Fearless almost has Orchid, which means March and teams have to play really be careful. I think March, he's not gonna aim for March, but more, I think he wants to shut down the teams for this one.
Gabby just trying to get that Yasha up into the Manta. Already has the Eye of Skadi queued there on the Spectre. You look at the Void. Jackie straight into the Silver Edge.
I've seen him playing this build like quite many times, and he had like pretty good succeed rates in it. From minus Mask of Madness into BKB or MKB, or other way around.
Moonlight Shadow was popped, but does wear off. Silver Edge on the on Jackie's Void should be pretty effective here up against Gabby. In fact, Chrono does come out. Gabby alone up at that top lane. They'll have Boombill and Fearless just zipping in, and Gabby just goes down so quick once the storm's there. TNC, I mean, you see teams TPing in with March, but they are just too late.
Pretty clean kill. There's not many things like that TNC can do. They just have to keep buff the Spectre, and he needs Manta. Without Manta, he's not gonna pull out like a lot of damage.
So what you can do is just keep farming.
The reason why like Spectre has been like chosen like a lot recently, and then people skipping Radiance, is because that Manta style gives so much damage if the target is alone.
There's a big smoky QO. RP gonna go into Jackie with an arrow follow-up from Tims. They do eventually get the trade there with the pos once.
Without that ward in the Radiant area, they wouldn't be able to kill him. It was very risky play if they did it without him.
Fearless gonna zip into the backline straight onto March. They can just get him down. Now the curse out onto Armel. KP trying to survive the Rolling Thunder and the Jewel now. KP very low and does no. In fact, it was Armel that was low. He does go down. KP on the run. The rest of TNC just cannot continue fighting this fight. KP eventually does end up going down. I mean, Fearless does have the Orchid up, mind you, but it's just hard for them to fight.
Too many things that can kill Oracle and Mirana.
Into the Roshan pick. Motivate.Trust. I mean, it's just such an opposite of game number one. Such a dominant start here. It's Roshan. Arrow from Tims. Not gonna matter. They did. Is that? Am I seeing things, or was this? No. All right, I was seeing things. Never mind.
What can TNC do here?
That's what I was about to ask you, QO.
What do you think?
Well, I would say Gabby needs some farm. You might need a BKB on the Magnus. Even that might not even matter, but you may as well just grab it. After the, I really don't know. I mean, you're kind of just waiting on this Spectre. You know, the Spectre should theoretically outscale the Void later on.
Their laning phase went way too horrible. Like, I think it all started from there, but like, I didn't know the side effect could be this large, because it was just a laning phase anyways. On the other hand, it goes like totally different from how the first game is. That's where the TNC was last game.
It was.
And same route as well.
Here we go again. Fearless looking to go in and just zip straight in onto KP with the Jewel out again from Masaros. It's just rinse and repeat. Every single time, it's a zip in for a Vortex, a Jewel, and a Rolling Thunder.
Need BKB. Armor needs BKB as soon as possible before they hit moving somewhere or doing something.
So go after the tier 2 mid, MG.Trust. It's one of those teams you really just can't underestimate. That'll be the mid tier 2 gone. TNC currently only have one tier 1 tower that's gone down on this Radiant side. Mel gonna get cursed up by Q. He's just trying to find anywhere to farm. There is nowhere that MG.Trust are gonna give away. It's just perfect play.
They're gonna try to chase them down continuously. They have Storm, Winter Wyvern, Pango, also mobile heroes. Even Jack is just looking for it. He's the one who wants to initiate.
Yeah, he still has Chrono. So if he finds the right target, Just an easy chrono into a zip in from Fearless. He's going to find KP and just commits the chrono. It's your pos 3 Ogre. Tries to survive with the Essence Ring, but again, another jewel out from Masaros. That's the 6th jewel of this game. Going the way of this LC. 60 bonus damage.
So a free Sacrillic. He has 3,800 gold right now.
That's value. With a 6k net worth lead, Motivate.Trust, they just control the map. TNC, they are going to try and re-invade their own jungle. Motivate.Trust, just get out. Perhaps with a massive RP from Armel and a Haunt in from Gabby, I suppose that could be the big game changer, but it just seems like they've got so many ways to counter-initiate. Just like that, Q, throw out the curse, Fearless is just going to zip in. Tims is going to go down again. Fearless now his 8th kill on the Storm Spirit. Back in, Rolling Thunder, Boom Belt. Now onto Ogre. Essence Ring already popped. Masaros does not really want to duel up KB unless Fearless is there, but Fearless just coming in from a mile away. Back onto March, and now the duel's out on KB. RP, Armel gonna try and fight for this with the Haunt in from Gabby. Do they have the damage output? Armel with a huge skew around, but it means nothing. There is just not enough damage.
They opened the team fight like 2v5, and Winter Wyvern wasn't here, so 2v4. But still, like, they just got melted in like 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
They got the Aegis at least.
It was intentional of it, I think.
Right.
In my opinion.
That'll be the tier 3 tower going down for TNC. Very early tier 3, mind you. Onto the melee barracks. Moonlight Shadow pop, they're going to try and delay this. Jackie will be targeted here from TNC, but now the Vortex is out from Fearless, just backing off. You want to try and kite out. Q does have the curse. Masaros going to press the attack, turns back around, but who do you aim down? There's the Rolling Thunder out from Boombill, straight back onto Gabby. They're just trying to control KP while all this is happening. KP falling very, very low on the Ogre and does go down to Fearless. Now Gabby getting triple bashed down. Fearless still going, and now the Chrono comes in from Jackie. Perfect timing. They will get the Spectre. They found a jewel on March. He's also gone. They are just getting massacred in this space.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. They call it.
I think it's better for next game.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
That was all MG Trust. It wasn't even close.